Turn the heat on. Okay, I am back. Alright, we are going to be playing this lovely game. It says, individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit... Wow, okay.
What you call the stream so I can monitor it?
It'll just say, like, I'm streaming now on you now, because I have to change the title later. Okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. At least. And you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Alright.
Well, you know this channel, if it's not disturbing or pissing you the hell off, it shouldn't be up.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. These girls are super cute. Okay, new game. Let's do this. What is our guy name gonna be?
I don't know, why didn't you just put lighter fucking...
Mark.
Oh god, what?
Marky Septiceye.
What the fuck is wrong with you? have to wait your camera.
Oh,
wait,
it is on. I can't put it in. Marky Septiceye? No.
1 second, guys.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna be Jack. Hey!
Okay, never mind about monitor chat.
Why?
Your phone is being weird.
Oh, okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hey, that sounds like me.
No, you do it in a much more unsettling way.
That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
I'm gonna grab it off.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on the days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and would be tired, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yep, that definitely sounds like me. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away.
Isn't that every friend you had in high school?
No. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. Ha ha ha! Oh god. Come here.
Please tell me you have voices for each character in this.
I don't think so, no. I overslept again! She just looks like your typical anime She kind of reminds me of Misa from Death Note.
Yeah,
But I caught you this time.
to be honest, Misa just feels like a filler character in that.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah. See, we got ourselves a pupper. But she's gonna have to go down. I can't hold her and play at the same time. Eee! You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jack. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Especially since I'm not a guy, but let's ignore that fact for the moment. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Yes, I know, Doc. Come here.
Whatever you say, sir. Sorry. And once again, I gotta pass the dog. Alright. She's too cute. She's just adorable. We cross the street together and make our way to school. By the way, I would love to know who goes to school to a school that looks like this. Or maybe this is their house. I don't know, but this place looks amazing. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jack, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Yeah. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, that is me.
Yeah, mine's games, and YouTube.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Who needs socializing when you got video games? Who needs that shit?
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Anarchy! I'm just
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I'm guessing seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, that sounds good. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement.
One second, guys. Go.
Okay. Alright. So I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eee, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it was, since she was after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Nasuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh.
1 second again, guys.
Okay. My long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go!
And if you're wondering why I was covering up the camera, that's why.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I think we've all done it.
Cupcakes are delicious. Now I have to go grab it.
Oh, okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities.
We sold our soul to this cupcake.
Yeah. One of our many FNAF.
And one of my favorite plushies.
Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Never eat pizza while reading. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, I gotta hand off the puppy.
Yep. So I'm flying by again. You'll probably see that a lot this string.
Yep. Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh, she's adorable too. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, she's a little shit. Ah, Jack. What a nice surprise. Okay. Welcome to the club. Silence. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yes, they are cute. What are you looking at? If you want something, if you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? I guess. That's right. It's great to see you again, Jack.
Just leave it down there.
Monica smiles sweetly.
Jenna, you want a treat?
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year.
1 second. Where's the treat?
I don't know. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Okay. Shush. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, sit down, Jack. We made room at the table for you so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
Yeah, I can't find them.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute.
Nah, I think this is even cuter.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears.
That actually sounds like a pretty good...
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Why should there be a best angle to take a bite? You just take a bite.
Heck, most of our family just shoves it in their face.
Besides, I'm supposed to be a guy here. So.
And trust me, guys.
Natsuki is quiet.
Place.
I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Oh, God. Ugh. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this one before. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Wow. She's a real snot. I thought you technically did. So Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, that's a little weird. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh yeah, definitely. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... I insulted. Yuri looked away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Backed us into a corner already, I see. I was afraid of this question. I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
He's not embarrassed. He's literally just fucking coming up with something on the top of his head.
Yeah, as president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I can't talk anymore. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around all the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like literature. Literature should grab your attention. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can see my shirt, but wore it just specially for this stream because it says it's a Shakespeare thing. You wouldn't understand. That's the most literary shirt I have.
No, you have one more, but I'm pretty sure it has some,
Yeah, it has Shakespeare on it as well. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I don't know if Yuri's was that enthusiastic.
Like, yeah, let's get this shit over with.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Just pick up a book, Jack. It's not gonna kill you. So, Jack, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Yeah.
The only manga
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, she's a fan. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds, like the Dark Tower series. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That's kind of me.
I'll talk to people, but usually they're either idiots, that kind of like me, or at least agree with some things.
Yeah.
Or, well, drunk assholes.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually impress me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ooh! This girl is my kind of girl here.
Would you say this is... She even has purple hair. I just noticed that.
Yeah, purple hair and purple eyes.
If you don't know that, that's...
Yeah, it's my favorite color.
This is basically you read.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Or a cupcake.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Depends on how good the book is.
I bet you she'd be a huge Anne Rice fan.
Huge what now?
Anne Rice. Interviews with the Vampire. Or Stephen King.
Yeah.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I wonder if this is foreshadowing, considering the warning at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. I'm not gonna... Shit goes down later in the game.
She's watched...
I've watched some of Matt Pat's playthrough, like up to what he currently has on the channel right now. So I kind of know what happens later.
I hate horror. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I want to stab this.
Yeah, I don't like this Natsuki person.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Ooh, she got a little darkness in hers. Real life, I bet. Why she doesn't like reading it. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Okay.
Well then what the hell have you been doing the whole time you've been on screen?
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
Come on, you dumb dog.
One must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh, yeah. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can get an example. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, silence. What are you doing? I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. And Yuri's like, I answer. Yeah, let's do this! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jack? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Yeah.
And at first you didn't want us to join. Make up your goddamn mind.
Jack?
I'm just saying.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yay! Somebody's thinking with his little head.
No, he's thinking of something else.
Well, like I said, the little head.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't get it at first.
One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
Why would that scare you?
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Yeah, Natsuki is kind of a little brat. I'm sorry, but... Then that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club! Thanks, I guess. She is really super friendly. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me.
It depends whether you let the player write it or not. Which I'm not gonna say if they do or not. But...
Alright. Meanwhile, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
He would be the best writer ever. No, just... Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Yeah, so
Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. What the... Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think your favorite club member will... Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem most. Why is there no Monica? It's only... Okay.
Well, which one do you like most?
I like Yuri, I think her name is. The
you
smart
mean
one.
Basically the skinnier version of him?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how else I could put that.
Oh, I seem to be picking the right words for... Okay. Incongruent, yeah. Affluent. Disarray. Judgment. Incapable. Holy crap, they're all here. Tragedy? Oh. Anxiety? Tenacious. I don't know how you'd put these words into a poem though. Holy crap.
Well, we'll have to find
out. Peaceful. Oh, that's theory. Imagination. Okay. Excitement. Oh. Okay. Looks like I'm oh, she likes horror. Graveyard. Yep. Okay. Philosophy. Whirlwind. Okay. Hi again, Jack. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Run into the street.
Nah, don't worry.
Hit me with a car. I don't want to join the literature club.
Strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jack. Oh. Alright. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too.
And the year before that.
I don't know
and
if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh. Way to be a bitch, Monica.
Yeah, I think it's well said.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jack always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room.
Oh, wait, what?
How dependable. She's a friend of his.
I know, but I wonder what he'd be doing that for. Sorry, my mind just keeps going to dirty places with the... I can't help it.
Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Well, that would be interesting.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jack can become good friends too.
Oh, wait until friend.
Sayori?
What the fuck?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. What? No, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And if we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute?
Again, thinking with his you-know-what.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Strangled the book to death. If he could strangle it.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, that sly little dog. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book's titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while she needs to desperately choose who to trust, no matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jack? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yeah. Just wait until she kills you off in her latest novel. Speaking from experience.
I kinda wonder what happened in high school now.
It's just those kinds of stories.
Should I be looking
They challenge you to look.
about now?
They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophies that they believe in, then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive ones for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I know that feeling. So I'm sorry if I end up end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading.
Now that's one
The
thing.
least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, Jack, you're a sly dog.
Now that's one thing that you have way
That's-
too much of.
Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. You're making her nervous. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Typical guy. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
Now for the sorry fest to begin.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk in it until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cover the camera for a sec. Oh, okay. Alright. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book in between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Cooperative reading. Who would have known? Should be an Olympic sport. Cooperative reading. Okay. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of okay. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I was a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep this up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the chapter in silence.
We might have to end this one here.
Yeah, we'll have to end it pretty soon. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page. I know. I have to finish at least. Alright. Letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be silly. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? Okay, we're going to end it there. I'm going to hit save. Empty slot. There we go. Just remember this is Natsuki's Cupcake. Probably not as good.
Now, this is exactly how it would look.
Alright, that'll be it for now. I'll try and pick it up tomorrow. After I get out of my slave job.
And then go home to your slave house.
Yeah. And I guess that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Dare to be unique. Yes, we're quitting. And why is everybody in? Oh.
Shadow say bye too.
Yeah. Shadow say bye. Say bye, Shadow. Hey. You're kicking the keyboard. All right.
You do your
Yep. I have to end. Are we sure? Yes. All right.